fans watching around the world, and here in attendance in Dallas, Texas, baby, Gas Monkey Live, the Arlington Backyard.
Hey, what's going on, fight fans? I'm Antonio here, and I'm joined with the one and the only, the Punisher from Paris, Deborah Kuzman. Deborah, how are you doing? It's been so long.
I'm good. I'm great. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's been a while.
Well, we were just talking before that the last time I think that we may have seen each other was around February of this year. And I think it's when you left Texas and you went back home, right?
Yes. I mean, like, there are so many things to say. I'm very, very happy to be here. I'm with my family, so it's great. And I love being in France. I mean, like, I think I enjoy it even more than before because I was away for a long time, and
Right.
Texas is very different. But I love it here. Like, I didn't want to come back, but finally I'm very happy to be here. I enjoy every moment with my family, with just rediscovering France. So I'm very happy.
So how long were you away from home? Because as long as I've known you, you've always been in Texas.
6 years.
So what have you missed in 6 years? What has happened back home that I'm sure you've kept up with social media, but what have you missed with friends and family since you've been gone?
Well, really, like, of course, I'm behind with like new singers and stuff like that.
Right.
There are a lot of things I don't really know, even with, internet and stuff like that. But I really missed a lot of family moments, like celebration, birthdays, etc. I missed a lot of that. So, well, I can't catch them back, but that is what I missed the most. Then after, I missed all the food,
Oh, we got to talk about that.
Yeah. And of course, I mean, like, to be more serious, there are a lot of events, that happens here that, change a little bit the society, like the
Right.
way of life. So that I miss too. I realized that some things are not the same exactly than when I left.
No, it's interesting because so you're back home, you seem like you're just glad to be home because we're going to talk about the split personality, the double life that you have of being the Punisher from Paris and Deb the baker.
Okay.
A lot of people, do a lot of people know that you are a baker? Do they know you're a fighter?
Not always, no. And they are always surprised when I say both, because it looks like it's not, it's not made to be.
Yeah.
It's not fitting each other, whatever. So.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that because I want to cover on the MMA side.
Okay.
You're 2-1, and everything's been a decision. So you know how to finish fights. I mean, you know how to go the distance.
Yeah.
When your amateur career was phenomenal, I think that, what was it, back in 2017 at XKO, you were the fighter of the year?
Yes. Yes, 2017, yeah.
And so since we're talking about MMA, we both just found out that in France, they're now allowing MMA to take place there.
Exactly. And the first big event will be October the 10th with Bellator. The first ever Bellator event in France will be October 10th. A lot of attendance, of course, because of COVID.
Right.
But it's, I mean, like, it's a venue in Paris area.
What, you just said something that was really interesting. There won't be a lot of attendance because of the COVID. What a beautiful thing and an amazing opportunity for MMA to take place in France which has never been done ever.
Mhm.
But when it does happen, nobody can really go to see it.
Yeah.
It's like
But
the,
you know, yeah, sorry.
no, go ahead. I'm saying it's the best and the worst at the same time.
But actually, I was really surprised that it's going to happen because, you know, like we have a lot of course, each country, you know, has a lot of restriction with COVID.
Hmm.
And that was funny because, you know, it's a big event and it's
Hmm.
a lot of, I mean, like, I don't know exactly how much people will be allowed
Hmm.
inside.
Right.
But still, it's like, okay, that's weird because they are canceling a lot of stuff and like at the same time they are allowing some stuff, so you don't really understand. But hey, that, I mean, like, good for MMA and
Right.
good for France. That's, you know, because in after that, when everything will be good, it means that UFC will be coming, you know, and that is wow, that is huge. That's what I'm waiting for.
And that
for.
would be a great opportunity because I know you've been following the UFC,
Mhm.
and they've been able to do a lot of fights with international fighters at Yas
Yeah.
Island.
Yes.
And with that being said, if they go to France, it's going to open up so much more for international fighters to come to France.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
are you expecting that you want to try if they do a contender series or they do a call out, are you wanting to be there in that arena?
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, like, that's the goal. I really want. I mean, like, of course, right now I want to fight. I want to be active again.
Hmm.
That's goal, like immediate, like short-term goal. But the long-term goal is to be in the UFC, and you know, like, no matter how I get there, I
Hmm.
need to get there. So it might be just an opportunity, you know, maybe like it can sometimes it's just short notice fight and you're at the right place at the right time, or
Hmm.
it might be, you know, yes, a tryout, or you know, a contender series or whatever. So doesn't matter how,
Right.
but how will I will do my best to get in there, yeah, for sure.
So you train all year long.
Hmm.
I don't think that I've never not seen you in a gym training, whether you had a fight or not. Are there a lot of gyms that train MMA in France because that sport isn't very recognized there at all, right?
No, so even though MMA was not legal, they
Hmm.
were, you could train. So that
Okay.
was not, you know, that was authorized. But I mean, like, and I'm saying that I don't, you know, like I'm not inside yet. So
Right.
there are a lot of things I see from my perspective right now, but
Hmm.
there are not a lot of MMA teams in France, and it's not even the one we have is not the same than in the US. You know,
Right.
like mostly in the US, you have a gym with MMA, with
Hmm.
jiu-jitsu, with sometimes boxing, you know, like it's very complete,
Hmm.
strength conditioning or whatever. In France, it's not like that. So it's, you know, just MMA, some grappling, and then you will have to get somewhere for boxing or somewhere for, you know, Thai, Muay Thai or whatever. Um, yeah, it's not well represented and well developed right now. It's going to, but it's going to take some years.
Well, since you've been in the fight game for so long, is that an opportunity for you to maybe collaborate and open your own gym, or is that just not on the table at all?
It is, but not now. Maybe in a few years it will be, and I think that I will bring some stuff, you know, um, that some French people don't have because of my experiences in the US. But right now, I just want to be, you know, 100% in what's left of my career. Because if I start to, if you open your gym, you have to be committed to it
Right.
because you have to make it run, and you can't just, say, hey, you do that and you do that. You have to be, you have to be there all the time. You have to make sure that everything runs smoothly and how you want. And it's a lot of, and if you want to also take part, just not in the business side, but also, you know, like in the training side, you don't have time for it. I mean, like, I think that it's going to be very difficult for me to focus just on me and on, you know, on my progress and on my goals. So it will be on the table, but not right now.
Okay. Because I know you trained with Coach Safe here at Fortis in Dallas. I think the UFC said that is the gym of the year, and I think it was that way for a couple of years.
We go through so many things in that gym, you know, physically, but also mentally, and, you know, and there are a lot of people in the gym that are looking toward the same goals and that have the same mentality, and it's just, you know, like something very special. And I think when you go through that, it makes you a fighter, that, you know, like, it makes you a really, and even just say like a better fighter or a great fighter is not exactly what I want to say, because it's not just that, you know, like, it makes you ahead of you know, a lot of other gym or a lot of other people. Not saying that, you know, like, people are not good, but the mindset, the way we train is so different. So, you know, maybe ahead of time, and again, no disrespect to other gyms, but it is very different. It's very, very different.
And
This is why it's so successful too.
And what's awesome is that because you did train there with the elite style of training ability there, you can bring that to France. And so when they start to bring up, and they're going to probably talk to you, I'm sure officials or gyms or anybody that wants to put together events, once they know that you have that background for years in MMA, you might be the go-to person to say, Deborah, what can we do? How do we set this up? What makes a gym a good gym? Are you willing to help out if that comes down to it?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. And plus, it would be exciting to be part of, you know, if I stay in France, it would be good to be part of the growth of MMA here.
Because I mean, you know, people are going to have to come to you. I mean, your social media is very strong, so people obviously know that you're a fighter. You're successful in the fight game. You're very knowledgeable in the fight game. And where you're training at now, I know you're posting up a lot of videos of training. And I see you're training other people as well. So how does that feel that you're now the trainer? Because you were doing that here in Texas for a while, right?
Yeah, I did too, yeah. Well, it feels good. I mean, like, it's weird because like, I've started to do that in the US, so I always want to speak in English and say stuff in English. And it's just weird. It's just weird because I really learn also like boxing. I learned it from English, you know, not from French. So it's just weird. You know, sometimes, and because when you're also in a session, you're kind of, you know, you go quick sometimes because you want to be, you know, like motivating and blah, blah, blah. And like, sometimes it's hard because I want just to speak English, and like my client doesn't know English or whatever. So I'm like, oh my God. So there are a lot of adjusting, but I mean, like, it's just like little adjustment because the passion is here, you know, and the wish to give, you know, to give the how we say that, I really want to I forgot the word, but, you know, I want to give something that I learned myself to someone else. And I want to do it well. I want to do it good. I want the person, you know, to remember and to take it, of course, for boxing or for fitness in general, but also, you know, like, to take it and to apply it to his or her life. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
something that is, not just seeing that the session of, like during the hour, during the 60 minutes, or no, but also like something that can, apply to other aspects of their life. So anyway, but I enjoy it. I like it. It's pretty cool.
Well, you know what? We're going to have more with Deb when we come back.
Okay.
And so a lot of people, you said earlier, they know about your baking and they're surprised to hear about your MMA. But now people who know about your MMA are going to be surprised about the delicate foods that are oh so good.
Yeah.
All right, Fight fans, we'll be right back on this next segment with the Punisher from Paris, Deborah Kuzman.